So next year another course is coming up which is called rural engineering. And our engineering people are all putting their heads together. We don't have an engineering course, but it is called rural engineering because it is kind of a mix of civil, electrical, electronics, whatever you call it, all that which is required to run a rural setup. In a village you need infrastructure, you need water management, energy management, sanitation, you need all kinds of healthcare management, you need agro-based technologies. All that put together is that course, very interesting course. Probably if I was not doing Vedic studies and Nada, I would go to rural engineering. No, I'm not selling the course, it is really good. And you must, some of you have the heart, but the only condition is you'll all be posted in rural India. So be ready for such a posting, at least 4 years posting in every such village, till you transform it. I was in the board meeting of the university, I was telling our Narasimhaji, you know, in 2007, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba gave a discourse in public. And the discourse he told, we have to start a rural development program. He used to call it integrated village development program, and he wanted 60,000 villages to be adopted in the country, which have and to be transformed in 3 years' time. And his devotees are to be catalysts who will go there, start the program, run it for 3 years, and then move on to the next village after having set up the whole system and handed it over to the local champions. He gave a very clear discourse. A book was also produced about it. I got very excited about it. I thought, what a wonderful idea. Hopefully it will happen. But one day he told me that so many of my ideas have been materialized, so many projects happened. This one project of rural development didn't take off, he told me. That is somewhere in my heart, that pain is there, that nobody took up this project, nobody, really seriously took this up. Maybe in small or big measures, something has been done, but not the way he envisaged it. In 3 years' time, take the rural temple as the center of the village, develop everything around it. Let the spiritual core be intact. Around that, develop the social infrastructure, develop the culture, develop hygiene, develop good habits like drinking and smoking. All these habits have to be given up. Gambling has to be given up. And somebody should go there, live for 3 years, he said, in the village. And at the end of the 3 years, should have transformed the village, handed over the charge to somebody who is local, and then moved on to the next village and started transforming that. And like that, 60,000 village he told then. In India, we have 600,000 villages. But this was the idea. So I reminded our board that this was the idea, but why it did not take off? One, of course, there has to be great intention to do it. It can't be one-time medical camp or some animal camp or something like that. It has to be a consistent 3 years effort. Now, how many of us are willing to shift to a village setup and dedicate 3 years to do that? Even if we go on weekends, continuously 3 years, how many of us are willing to do? Nobody could do that. That's why it didn't take off. But now, if we produce these kind of rural engineers from our own institutions, they will be not only trained in rural technologies, they also will be trained in Veda, Nada, Bhajan and everything else. So they are the ones who will transform this, and anybody and everybody who has little inclination towards rural development, who have a passion and heart for it, please think about it. Think about it. Because it's a very, very important thing, and that is under curation. And hopefully by June, July, we would be able to offer that course. And it's open to both boys and girls. So both can apply for that course and become that. But the idea is that after 3 years, 4th year, you will be posted in some rural means around our campuses. But 5th year to whatever your bond period or whatever period of service is there, you will be posted in any village. Think about it. It could be Nagaland, it could be Andaman Nicobar. Whatever, we'll do a cheat system, whatever comes out, your fate. But the idea is that you should be willing to go and learn the local language, learn the local tradition, stay put for 3 years and transform that entire space or whatever number of villages are under you, the cluster of them, and then only your engineering completes. So those who are willing to take up that challenge, more than welcome, please take it up. It's a very interesting course. As I said, first 1 or 2 years will be all in basic engineering, which you learn in any engineering college. But after that, the practical start. You start living close to a village. First step, in down the campuses and nearby villages. Next step, all together an independent project somewhere. As a trust, we will support you, but you also will learn how to support the initiative by talking to governments, applying for schemes, talking to CSR people, getting the village adopted by somebody. So that is how it's going to be. So these are 2 courses I'm very excited about. The course in AI/ML and the course in rural engineering.